Šta pa imam prošlo?
Mikrofon.
I don't hear you anymore. Hi, everyone. I'm Sara Roversi. I'm coordinating the emblematic community of Mediterranean diet from Italy, Pollica. And I'm very, very glad and proud to start this series of conversation and to start not only with us who are behind the scene of the emblematic communities that we are, working every single day to safeguard our living heritage and to promote Mediterranean diet. But today we have many friends, we have youth, we have schools, we have people that are working every single day to transfer this heritage to the future. We decided to start this tour around the Mediterranean from Croatia. We are very glad to leave the stage to Ada and to the school representing Croatia and the emblematic community of Croatia. And I want to invite you to follow our website, our newsletter, and the next meetings that are going to, let's say, unleash the power of the Mediterranean diet and give the voice to the people that now are living the Mediterranean every single day, representing what Mediterranean diet is for us. A dieta, so a way of living, not only a way of eating, but a way of interacting with nature, with the environment, with the agricultural practices, with the fishing practices, and with the convivium, the celebration of what we consider one of the strongest tools for gastro diplomacy, because we strongly believe in the power of the Mediterranean diet as a tool for gastro diplomacy. Mediterranean diet is a celebration of peace and a celebration of biodiversity. So I welcome our friends from Croatia, and I leave the stage to you, Ada.
Thank you, Sara.
Welcome, welcome.
I'm author of project Meeting Mediterranean and Wild Land. What is Meeting Mediterranean? Meeting Mediterranean is changing culture and heritage between Mediterranean country who representative Mediterranean food and life.
What type of lecture?
The
Characteristic food.
Characteristic food and heritage with popular elements. For example, in Cyprus, it was the Aphrodite beach.
Also, on Cyprus, the world's oldest perfumes, more than 4,000 years old, of the Bronze Age.
In the kingdom of Morocco, Qatari, a method of collecting underground water in the desert or the 9th century library in Fez.
What characteristics of the island of Brač would you list?
The famous Golden Horn Beach. We also have Blata Desert.
Famous slam and vitalots and really good wine and olive oil.
Marenda is a typical Dalmatian small hot meal between 10 and 12 a.m.
And on the second day of the project, we have the pregnant pot even at the market, where some restaurants, tavern, and Ball High School cook and present dishes with authentic flavors of the island brunch and Dalmatia.
Second activity of project is promotion. In June, during 3 days, Ball hosts a Mediterranean country. We cook together, play music from the visiting country, and get to know each other. Which country was our first guest?
It was actually Portugal, the city of Tavira, and it was actually 2 years ago.
And last year,
It was the Kingdom of Morocco, city of Chefchaouen.
we work continuously on activities that contribute to sustainable tourism. We believe that the best results are achieved by networking and sharing knowledge.
Yes, I really mean that the project Meeting Mediterranean and Wild Plate are educational level of society. These young people prove it, and thank you for your very interesting and cooperation with produce this project, and thank you, Sarah, for your time. Bye.
Now I would like to ask my teacher about other projects of Ball High School. So what is Erasmus Plus?
Okay, so Erasmus Plus programs are educational programs funded by the EU, and they are aimed at kindergartens, elementary and secondary schools and colleges, and include short mobility exchange of students and teachers, and sometimes non-teaching staff. As their objective, they are aimed at the promotion of individual national identities and cultural heritage, learning about and developing respect for diversity, developing and enhancing transversal skills, digital competences, improving foreign languages, strengthening inclusion, democracy and European citizenship. And Srednja Škola Bol has participated in 7 Erasmus Plus projects from August 2017 till August 2023.
What is foraging? Have you ever tried it? Do you know any restaurants or hotels in your area which created menus by applying it?
Okay, so foraging is basically going into the nature and picking wild plants and collecting small animals like small crabs, small shells, and similar small animals. Yes, I have tried foraging when it comes to mushrooms, when it comes to asparagus, and when I was little in Bosnia, then I went foraging wild strawberries. And our students, when we were preparing for one of our Erasmus Plus projects, then they went samphire foraging, and they prepared a risotto based on that samphire. They also went asparagus foraging. When it comes to hotels and restaurants that base their menus on foraging, there is one restaurant and hotel called Boškinac on the island of Pag, and they have a 7-course meal, which is exclusively based on foraging, on the lamb they breed, and on the plants from their own garden.
Very interesting. What is its sustainability, and which areas of life does it refer to, Erasmus Plus?
Well, sustainability, we can say that it refers to every aspect of human life, whether we talk about mental or physical health, whether we talk about the environment, whether we talk about energy. When it comes to Erasmus Plus, it refers to maintaining everything that you have learned thanks to those short-term mobility exchanges on a high quality level, meaning implementing them into your everyday life and sharing them with your colleagues, with your students, with your community, so teaching people from your community about things you have learned.
Okay. And why is it important to preserve our cultural identity into the form for our food culture?
It's important because it tells the world who you are. It tells the world where you come from, what you stand for. It's important because you cherish your ancestors and all the effort that they have invested so that you can live the life you are living now.
Okay. Which countries does the Mediterranean food include, and what would be its staple elements?
So there are 7 countries that are the so-called emblematic associations when it comes to Mediterranean diet. They would be Cyprus, Greece, Italy, Croatia, Spain, Portugal, and Morocco. And what was the other part of the question? What are the staple elements of the Mediterranean diet? Basically, plants and not plants, but yes, plants, but fruits and vegetables. Then pulses, small amounts of red meat, small amounts of fish. Then also whole grains. And I don't know if I have forgotten.
No, I think that's
something.
everything. What is slow food movement? Where did it originate from? Who is its founder, and which animal is its symbol?
Okay, so the slow food movement is represented by snail, obviously, because snails are always referred to as slow animals. It's a movement that originated in Italy in 1986. It was founded by Carlo Petrini and his colleagues as their reaction to the opening of another fast food chain in Italy. And its basic principles are good, clean, and fair, which would mean that every person on this planet has the right to high quality nutritional food, that we should treat our environment with respect, that we should continue growing things that is ingredients that and plants that are native to our soil, and that everybody in that food chain has to be paid correctly and fairly, meaning that people who produce food have to be paid fair money, that people who buy food have to pay fair price for that food, and that we all should support small-scale producers.
Okay. Do you know the meaning of the Spanish expression "la sobra
La sobremesa. Yes, it is typical of Latin communities, and it refers to small talk, exchanging information about your day with your family after dinner.
Nice. And can you tell me what it's like to work with the teacher Ada, considering that she also taught you and was your teacher? And can you also describe an incident from the time you were a teacher and a student?
It's funny. I can't say that it's strange because I have accustomed to it, because I have been working with teacher Ada for 17 years almost. But it was very interesting when I came to our teacher's room as their colleague, not a student. I felt immediately accepted. Everybody was very welcoming, yes. And when it comes to, let's say, an anecdote from our life from our relationship as a teacher-student relationship, I remember how we had to learn Latin expressions for certain types of fish for our biology test, and then we would revise, but teacher Ada didn't want to tell us when that test would be. And finally, one day she surprised us with that test, but I managed to get a good grade because I was repeating that material for so much time.
Nice. So now I'm going to be asking one of our students, Ella. So Ella, can you tell us something about your experience regarding Erasmus Plus projects and how did it affect your daily habits in relation to nutrition and health?
Yeah, so I have been participating in the Erasmus Plus project for about 3 to 4 years now. I have visited some countries like Romania, Turkey, Germany, and Italy, and I have also participated in the projects that happened here in our school in Croatia. I think that it really helped me with my social skills, and it helped me develop my critical thinking skills, which I'm most grateful for. I have also met a lot of new people and had some new experiences. I also got the chance to, let's say, get to know cultures and some kind of traditions of other countries that I visited. And it kind of, let's say, it expanded my view to their side of life. It helped me realize how much our tradition is really worth, and it made me appreciate it more. I would say that when it comes to nutrition and food, I have come to appreciate more our traditional cuisine, and also what teacher Rowena already mentioned, I learned about foraging during the Erasmus Plus projects. After some of those projects, I let's say tried a lot of traditional dishes, not only from Croatia, but from other countries as well. And I guess it just made me appreciate the cuisine more.
Okay. Now maybe someone else can answer. Can you tell me something about the association St. Martin from St. Martin? The cooperation with Bol High School came about.
The St. Martin Association gathers mostly young people who founded the association with the aim of the common good and improving the quality of life in the small town of St. Martin. Since most of these young people attended or are still attending Bol High School, we turned to our teacher Ada Seferagic with a request to support us in our endeavors. When we organized the asparagus picking competition, she supported our initiative and helped us make it happen. We prepared risotto from harvested asparagus together and had a lot of fun doing it. We hope that this would not be our only joint action and that we would boil up something together again. And it was like that.
And what activities did you do together?
We cooked together at the Pregnant Pot. She arranged the invitation for us. We cooked together for the homeless of the Most Association from Split, and we participated in the Olala 366 dinner campaign. We cooked a typical Mediterranean meal for the homeless of the Most Association from Split, and for those who, due to an unfortunate combination of life circumstances, found themselves on the street. The fact that they were not forgotten and discarded means more than just food. Everyone who works on this project works voluntarily, and the only pay for their work is when they see how much joy it all brings to those who cook those dinners and to those who eat them. So we will again try to be part of that story of the miracle of kindness.
Your class participated in many activities related to the Mediterranean diet and tradition at our school. Can you tell us more about it?
So yes, we participated in all of the white plate workshops as well as the activities of the student cooperative REFU. Through the design section, the culinary section, eco section, and the handicraft section, cooperative members spend their free time usefully and develop entrepreneurial competences. So the connection with the past is always our inspiration when choosing materials for making souvenirs. And most of the time, like true Bratish residents, which are known for being very stingy, we take it free from the nature, and our souvenirs do not endanger the environment, and the words tradition, local, and autochthonous can best describe them.
So our students who come from all over Croatia learn about this island's traditional cuisine and its value by working in the cooperative and on projects, developing awareness of this and applying knowledge about specific local values contributes to their easier integration and affirmation in our school and also local community. I myself like making cocktails the most at MD-related events in town, at the workshops of the student cooperative called Raffle. I learned how to make cocktails with Mediterranean herbs designed by our teacher Ada, as well as the cocktail Tertayun, which I think was the best, from the award-winning book Wild Plate. And this also encouraged me and helped me while I was working as a bartender during the summer.
Do you or your parents, grandparents, or other family members use mieszanka in your diet and cooking?
Yes, I remember that Aunt Fanny, who is my nonna's sister, used to pick mieszanka a long time ago, but now she can't anymore because she is pretty old. So my parents don't really know the plants that are harvested for mieszanka, but teacher Ada taught me that. So I sometimes pick mieszanka and prepare a healthy meal because I really like to cook.
Do students know, or at least have now learned, how much better quality food from their climate, whether grown or wild, is that imported frozen foods from some foreign countries?
They do not know right away when they come to high school, but after 3 or 4 years, they start to realize it. Mieszanka has always been used. It was the main dish on the brunch. Because Brač has very much land that isn't very fertile, because there is mostly rocky areas, and that way people learn to use everything that nature gave them, and they were, as I said, eating mieszanka, and also were consuming meat and fish on maybe Sundays, and more specifically on special occasions. And also, it was nourished by many generations. And in our school, the teachers want students, especially those in the catering profession, to get to know the island's gastronomic tradition in order to promote healthy and indigenous dishes as part of the offer at their workplace. The projects at our school want to popularize the food that we pick on the way to school, right next to our home, by the nearby beach, and we prepare it with love and awareness of its benefits. Trust us, it's worth it.
I would like to thank everyone who joined the live, so who listened and watched us, and greetings from the island of Brač from High School.
Ne. Dobro. Nema ništa. Jeste rekli baj? Već sve. Čekaj, samo tren. Ali nas oni nisu čuli.
A jesu?
Čuju vas u 20.
Aha.